Rating books with stars sucks. Kim here, bringing you something unconventional. Just like every other day. I cannot stand using stars to rate books, which really is a pain in the butt when you do nothing but talk about books. I decided that stars was just a stupid way to rate a book. Okay, it has 4 stars. So what? I didn't really know what to do with that. What does it really even mean? A 3-star read to one person is a 1-star read to another and a 5-star read to somebody else. I just needed something a little more functional. I do a lot of book reviewing, and when you hate stars, that is problematic. So I came up with my own point system for judging books. Because why not? If this is your first time here, you should consider subscribing, because I can get interesting. When I started reviewing books regularly, I found it was a lot easier to approach it if I had a plan. To organize my thoughts and to better construct my reviews, I came up with my own point system, and I will be sharing said rating system with you right now. My 20-point book rating system. There are 5 categories in which I judge a book, and each category is worth 4 points. It's important to note that a book can get a 0 score in a category. I don't like to just default a point to something. I feel like you have to earn the first point. You start at 0. So 0 is basically the worst thing ever. Offensively bad. Things that are problematic, things that are lazy, things that are offensive, just bad. Bad, bad, bad. The absolute worst. A 1 score is a step up from that. You tried a little, but failed completely. But at least you tried. A score of 2 in a category means you're fine. You're fine. It's fine. It's fine. It was neither good nor bad. It was just there. Unnoticeable, easy to ignore, but not bad. That's fine. A score of 3 in a category means this is good. This is good. That's good stuff. I'm digging it. I like it. Getting a 3 in one of my categories means this is good. Good. A 4 in a category means this is fantastic, momentous, blowing me away, incredible, extraordinary. A 4 is better than perfect. Getting a 4 means this was so awesome. I really need to shout about it. I've been talking a lot about categories. Maybe I'll tell you what they are. I rate a book based on the writing and style, the characters, the story itself, the pacing, and my own personal thoughts and feelings. Okay, I'll break this down for you. Writing and style is basically the technical aspects of the book. Was it lazy writing? Was it good writing? How's the style of the writing? What is the author really saying? Is it unique writing? Is there a deeper message to the book? Those sorts of things. Points of view, editing, all those sorts of technical aspects of story writing are in the writing and style category. Then we have characters. Are they relatable? Are they flawed in the way that people are flawed? Are they believable in the first place? Do I root for the characters? Do I care? Is this character developing? Is this character growing, or is this character just totally stagnant? What about the relationships? How do they deal with other people? Is there insta-love? Is this how human beings really are? These are the sorts of things I look for in characters. The story is the bones of the book. This is the plot. This is the conflict. This is what the story is really about. This is the foundation. You need to have the right sort of ideas going on, and you need to have the right things happening, and you need to have the right setting and all those sorts of things. Writing and style are the more technical aspects. Story is the more creative aspect. Story also includes the ending. Did it wrap up too fast? Am I satisfied? Do I feel like I read a full story beginning to end? Is there closure? Are there too many things left hanging? Is it too big of a cliffhanger? Elements of the ending are included in the story. I feel like the end of the story is just as important as the rest of it. Pacing is something I think not enough people talk about. Does the book move too fast? Does the book move too slow? Are things unfolding in a natural flow? Pacing is really important to me. I would much rather a book move too slow and have too many details than to move too fast and make me feel like I'm playing catch up or that I don't have all the information. So pacing is basically the flow of the story and the characters. The last category, thoughts and feelings. This is where my personal opinion comes into play. Reading is 100% subjective. It's usually for entertainment. Of course, personal opinion is going to have a big sway in if you liked something or if you didn't like something. Well, I try to focus on the technical aspects and the story and the characters and things like that. I still find myself giving my own personal judgments in a book. So I wanted to add a category that reflected that. I feel like a book can be technically 100% great all the way around, and I still don't like it. That's where thoughts and feelings comes in. The book can get 4s across the board, and then I can get to thoughts and feelings and give it a 1 or a 2. That has happened before. It's also happened the other way around, where the book kind of gets a 2 in terms of the technical aspects in the story, but I still was emotionally connected to it enough that I can give it a 4 in thoughts and feelings. You see how that works? So much of a reading experience depends on your personal views and the life you live, so I feel like having a thoughts and feelings category is just going to give you a more accurate insight into how I actually feel about the book. Here's where it gets complicated for me. So many people are stuck on rating books with stars that I sort of kind of have a loose translation as to how many points equals how many stars. 18 to 20 points is a 5-star read for me. I'm kind of a snob, and it's not easy to get a 5-star rating from me. Approximately 14 to 17 points is a 4-star read. 10 to 13 points is 3 stars, and like 5 to 9 is 2 stars. Anything below that is a 1-star rating. Disclaimer, this is a loose sort of translation to how my points relate to stars. Because Goodreads makes you use stars, I had to do something, and well, that's the best I could do. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I judge a book. Yes, it's a complicated system, but you know what? It totally works for me. It helps me read more actively and analytically, and it also helps me pay attention to the entertainment value of the book. You need to have good technical aspects, and you need to have good entertainment value to make a book good. That's just the way it is. Consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. I judge books harshly, but honestly. Actually, I'm not that harsh. Thanks for watching!